Welcome in, everyone, to the final day of the 2021 Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge. Alex Gruskin, joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Don Hutchinson, here to call all of our final day action. We've got semifinals to start here in singles. Two fantastic battles on our hands. We kick things off with the winner of group number one, a former top 10 player, former Grand Slam semifinalist. I called him the pride of Latvia in our introduction here today on court, Ernests Gulbis. He is going to take on, I would say, our most dramatic performer of day two, a guy who knew he was fighting a deadline, knew he was fighting some tiebreakers, was able to get a clutch 4-1, 4-1 victory last night over Nick Bible to secure his spot in the semifinals. Of course, I am referring to the former top 110 player in the world. I want to say now around that 206 range, Ramkumar, Ramanathan. Of course, before we get into that match, before the action gets started, Hutch, I just got to ask, what are you expecting here on day three? I know you're excited for some good tennis.
Yeah, really excited for some tennis today. And in this match, I see the power of Gulbis. I mean, absolute cannon, as KP told us yesterday, and the smooth, wonderful play of Ram on the other side. And if Ram can keep that smooth play and all balls in play and make Gulbis kind of overhit on the cannon, then it will be a match. But if Ram can't, then there's an awful lot of Gulbis power there. I think that will come through.
Absolutely. And let's be clear, 10 a.m. right now could not be more humid in terms of the conditions.
It is sticky.
Brutal heat. But we see both players approach now. The baseline looks like Ramanathan, excuse me, has won the toss. He has elected 203, by the way, in the rankings. He has elected to serve first. He's back outdoors after all of his matches played inside. But now we get to say the four best words, Hutch. Let's play some tennis.
A nice card, by the way.
I recognize the handwriting.
Oh, just missed that. Yeah. There, Ramanathan gets up to the net, and really that's where he probably needs to be much of the time today.
I think what was so interesting last night in that Bible match, when we talked about it in the moment, feels like it was less than 3 hours ago, but he turned into a grinder, and that's just not a speed we had seen from him here this week.
Absolutely true. A little wide with the serve.
No, he's calling it good. But he knows it was a little long. But we love the chivalry here to start again. Bit long there. I think Ramanathan actually called it out on himself. Second serve coming.
Little deep. Sweet little point there.
No, that's a fun start here. And of course, Gulbis was able to play his matches outdoors yesterday. Only needed two, as he and Mukund Sasakumar both go undefeated. That third rubber thrown out. Tiebreaker here is the plus-minus, games won versus games lost. Gulbis slightly higher than Mukund, so he advances as the 1 seed. I'm really excited to forget all of these scenarios soon, Hutch. I just have so many different plus-minuses in my head from last night.
Yeah, I was impressed. It sounded like high math to me, and I was out of it.
Well, +7, -4. Let me just say, addition, subtraction, I'm pretty sure some of these ball kids would have been just fine. Nevertheless, 2 early game points here for Ramanathan. That's the ball, right, for Ernests Gulbis. That backhand return, he just gets his body weight so firmly behind there, and just, again, you can see it. Nice 2-pass pattern.
Yeah, if he can power through Ram when he gets up to the net, and look for those little short balls, and I think he's got that down. He's looking for the short ball when he hits that Ram up the net.
Still another game point here coming for Ramkumar Ramanathan. So Ram gets on the board here to to kick things off, one love as we do this first changeover. Let me just remind you all of the format. It's a fast four here in our semifinals. Why is that the case? We're trying to play before the rain comes. And yesterday had a ton of rain in the afternoon. Looks like we have a window here from about 10 a.m. to hopefully that 2 p.m. range. We're playing fast four format. Again, that's up to 4. Tiebreaker at 3 all. It is ad scoring here. And those tiebreakers going to be played to 7, win by 2. Of course, should we head to a third set, it'll be a 10-point super tiebreaker up to 10, win by 2. Ramkumar Ramanathan, little wink to us here in the commentary box. I think he appreciated our math we did for him last night. And I did notice a little tick for him. Always takes his racket, puts it on the baseline before he returns.
You're right, it does.
I'm a fan of superstitions, though.
Notice he's got his, it looked like a calf or Achilles taped a little bit.
I assumed it was a fashion statement, but you're right. Now that it's 3 days in a row, it's probably more tape. It's a really nice forehand down the line there from Ram.
Out of nowhere, he's got that sneaky power.
No doubt about that.
I think Gulbis got to be looking for a couple first serves. That's serve plus 1.
Whew. Like that, sir?
Yeah, that one just skipped right off. Must have skipped right off the line.
No, and of course, we did have some rain last night, but as always, a shout out to our friends at Vaptor. And I tweeted this out last night. I think it's gotten over 10,000 views. We were lucky to get Vaptor before the storm. We were lucky to be able to, ahead of the curve, we can say. We were there at the beginning. We were the OG Vaptors. We knew Hutch.
That's quite a machine.
Yeah. I actually sold all of my Apple stock and invested in Vaptor last night. We'll see what happens.
I didn't go there yet.
Put the 401k in.
You got everything.
The Roth IRA's been contributed.
Asking about single sticks. No single sticks here. There were last night. Single sticks?
No, I think they can.
The side stick, single stick. Single stick.
And Rom's asking about them. I'm not gonna lie, I've put a single stick in the court. Not once have I known what I was doing. I just kind of prop it up and I'm like, yeah, it looks good. So we see now 30-15 here for Ernests Gulbis. Fun fact for you, Hutch, these are two guys who played a lot of challenger tennis of late. I believe it's a 13-25 record for Gulbis over his last 52, 32-27 for Ramanathan. But they've never played before in their career. Now Gulbis a little bit older, 5-6 years.
But Gulbis sporting a losing record. Ramanathan, a little bit of a winning record.
He made the Kerry Challenger final about a month ago as well. Playing some good tennis here. 26, turns 27 later in the year. I've always thought people born in 1994 are severely overrated. 95's the year to be. No personal bias at all, Hutch. I know you're more of an 1895 guy yourself. Just kidding.
I'm glad you didn't say 17.
I mean, you're busy forming the foundations of America. There is a constitution to be written then,
That's
Hutch.
right. You had to circle the wagons.
Yeah, exactly. We are in close enough to Philly. Clearly, you never made it out. That constitutional convention was just so captivating.
I did not sign it, by the way.
I thought that said John Hutchinson, not John Hancock.
Thanks.
I bet there's a Hutch on there somewhere.
Has to be a relative around.
Yeah, exactly. Well, first ace belongs to Ernests Gulbis. That leads us to our first fun fact of the day for you, Hutches. We have one all here in our opening set. Yesterday, John Isner hit his 13,000th ace of his career. The 13,000 club. I love to make clubs. Helps me make sense of everything.
Wow.
Only 2 guys have hit that 13,000 number. Can you name the other?
Ivo Karlovic?
That is correct, Ivo Karlovic. It was an obvious pick, but it was the correct pick. Again, I'm just getting you warmed up here. Trivia is going to get harder as we go.
Oh, no.
But I just think about that number. And yes, we have Riley Opelka out there on tour right now, but his ace percentage not quite where Isner was. And just given the lack of schedule, the lack of events, there were so many more, it felt like in the early to mid 2000s, even early 2010s compared to now. I don't know if we see anyone else hit that 13,000 mark again.
No, I don't think so. And I think that, a couple of the events probably try to slow down the ball so you don't do it.
Yeah. 3,250, I believe, games worth of aces.
Wow.
Gosh.
That's just a lot of tennis.
It's like 566 sets of just aces. I think I've won 5 6-0 sets in my life.
And I know Gulbis has a win over Karlovic.
That's correct.
And finals, I think, of one of the
I want
events.
to say, right?
Yep. Oh, what a volley that was.
That's money.
That was an incredible volley.
I think Gulbis letting his box know. I thought I hit that well. That guy's money.
Yeah, that was unbelievable volley. I'll take that.
Yeah, I see your serve and I raise your return.
That's right. Not going to let you volley another one like that.
Oh, and meanwhile, we've seen a lot of serving and volleying from Ramanathan, right? Feels like that's his play.
Yeah, he's got sweet hands, wonderful touch, and that volley made was just incredible. Yeah.
I say it's better to be lucky than good, Hutch.
Yeah, he's got just great hands up there.
No doubt.
Yeah, and Gulbis is going to be doing a lot of running up to the net today. He's already been up there twice, forced. Too good.
Game, Ramanathan. Ramanathan leads 2 games to 1, first set.
So Ramanathan holds here. Yeah, that at the other side, he's asking us about the single sticks.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest, Ram. I think your serve would be a little less effective with the sticks in. No, again, it's just a third-party opinion, but nevertheless, 2-1 here at the first turn, Hutch.
Yeah, and I was wondering which Ramanathan we're going to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't really come out to play against Roy Smith, it looked like yesterday. Mm-hmm. But boy, did he pick things up in his last 2 matches against Eubanks and against Bible. Mm-hmm. So we're getting more of the Eubanks Bible Ramanathan here than we did the Roy Smith.
And dare we say that means a locked in. I mean, for lack of a better term, with all due respect, he kind of was sleeping at the wheel during that Roy Smith match.
He was, yeah.
That's us here today in the broadcast booth, just trying to figure it out as we make it our way through, of course. Again, this is our first of 3 matches on the day. We're going to try and play them as consecutively as possible. So we've got about a 4 to 5 hour pocket here of, say, lack of rain. I know Cincinnati last night, they were hammered by rain. I think they played till like 3, 4 a.m.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ron was telling me it was a little tough on the guys yesterday for 3 matches.
Yeah.
And they went a little late. And he said over in Europe they would fine them if they
I hear last night for him, he was looking for food. All they had was McDonald's pancakes still available for him.
Hey.
It looks good.
That's right.
Yeah.
That big overhead.
15 love.
Plus, he kept it out of the neighbor's yard. So that's almost 2 points there.
Good catch by our ball boy for sure.
It's our man Russell right in front
That's
of
our
us.
main man who done a little on-court coaching for some of these players. I got the chance to actually watch Russell, 10 years old, I want to say, play yesterday. Oh, my God.
He can play.
Oh,
He?
my
He
God.
can ball. Yeah, this kid's a player.
I had the thought, would I lose to him? And I was like, no. Kick serves, please. Ball's going over his head. But again, why we bring him up, the opportunity for a Russell or all of our ball kids to just get to be up close in person to see this sort of tennis in this intimate setting. That's what this event is all about. 30 love here now for Gulbis. Producer Daniel Westoff chimes in to say, as if I can hit a kick serve still. It's true. Had some shoulder issues of late. It does feel like, obviously, the fear hand, the most noted shot for Ernests Gulbis. It's trademarked, essentially, at this point. And it just feels like a bunch of these players have yet to be able to find that forehand and even have any success exposing that weakness because he's played such comfortable front foot tennis.
Yeah, I think you're right. Nobody's really pushed him that much.
Mm-hmm. KP had his flashes yesterday. Of course, referring to KP Panu, former Columbus State National Champion, Division II. Came third in Group 1. Oh, that's tricky.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Bravo, my friend.
That's sweet. Yeah, you probably want to approach to the other side.
I think that's going to work in New York. That was pretty nice.
Sweet shot there.
So now 2 game points here, 40-15. And again, there's a rhythm to Gulbis we've seen over these past 2 days. We talked about it when he was playing yesterday. The doubles on Monday wasn't his, we'll say, maximum effort, but he really has locked in his first 3 matches.
With that? Wow.
Slap you very much.
Yep. If you don't hit your spot, I'm going to do this.
Bold play, and you see a smile on Ramanathan's face.
Yeah.
He was like, I totally meant to do that. Still 40-30, second game point coming up for Gulbis.
I watch Gulbis to ramp up the miles per hour in this one. Yeah.
Good call there, Coach.
And overhit just a bit, but still there's a little bravado with these guys.
Absolutely. The knee bend is.
Serve was out, I think.
There's double fault there. And for both of these players, not to be, I suppose, too graphic, but seeing a lot of skin underneath their shirts already, drenched in sweat. His Gulbis, his Ramanathan, speaks to the sticky, humid conditions here on a Wednesday morning.
And I think the balls are moist, so they're not moving through the court as fast as Gulbis would like. That's good for Ramanathan.
That's awesome. +1 tennis, though.
Yep. Gulbis does it with his back.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, do I say the +1 forehand? No, it's that. But that's his +1 shot, and
yeah, it is.
Again, it's super effective.
Yeah, it's his go-to shot. And one of the few guys who said might run around his forehand to hit that backhand.
I've said it for years. +1 backhand's underrated. For years, Hutch.
Big serve.
So a little bit of drama.
Yep.
Gulbis, though, able to get through. Holds 4-2 all here. Rather steady. Again, the fast 4 format means at 3-all, we would be playing a hypothetical tiebreaker up to 7, win by 2. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves yesterday. We put that reverse jinx on Chris Eubanks in his second set against Roy Smith. He ends up getting broken and eliminated from this tournament via that break.
Yeah. 2-2 here. That was only about a 3/4 first serve. Let's see if Gulbis attacks his second one. Very nice second serve. A little loose on the volley there. And he served that second serve to the Gulbis backhand. I don't think I'd be there a whole bunch. I think it'd be a little bit more body forehand. Let's see what Ramanathan does here. See if he goes body forehand. Absolutely. Yep, forehand. I think you find the second serve kind of the same way here. Body forehand. You want to stay away from that Gulbis backhand return.
I would argue just don't give him something out that he can stretch out and go get, even on that forehand side. Because of the nature, and we see the double fault there from Ram.
Yeah, that was going to the forehand side. So he knows. I mean, these guys are smart. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Big fans of both of them. We had the chance to interact with all of them here.
Wait till they hear that. Yeah.
Chris Eubanks last night goes up to Dalton Thieneman, our fellow Cracked Racquets employee. He goes, Alex has been talking a lot of trash here this week. Oh.
Wow.
Even when he doesn't hit it cleanly. And again, you pay for the frame. So exactly as he drew it up there. Love 40 now. 3 break points here. Give him a commanding lead in this first set. Oh, yes. That's really, really good play.
Yep, great play.
From Gulbis. I call it that 2-shot passing combo. First one dipped at the feet. Second one to the open court.
You're going to see that little dropper from Ramanathan all day long.
Absolutely. The serve and volley, half volley there, just sits up a little bit. So now Ernests Gulbis commanding position here. He takes the break lead 3-2. And speaking of Gulbis, if we can, super producer Daniel Westhoff, let's go to the Gulbis graphic now. Ernests Gulbis talked about his advanced stats throughout the course of the week. Currently ranked number 192 in the ATP rankings. That's obviously 182 spots off of his career high of number 10, which he reached on the back of a French Open semifinal about a decade ago now. I can't believe that was almost a decade ago, but about a decade ago now. Rankings points-wise in the race to the year-end finals, he's number 373 currently. Again, the advanced metrics, ELO ratings, he's right around that top 200 range, 207 overall, 202 on the hard courts, 241 here in terms of 2021 specific results. But I mean, we've seen it in pockets. You saw it on that passing shot there. The weaponry is still there. The question for him, is it the motivation? Is that still there?
Yeah, the motivation, you've got to be consistent with the weapons too. And sometimes that consistency kind of goes off a little bit. And it's probably motivation. How much do you train? And how much can you rein in those big weapons? And that comes from training.
No doubt about that. And again, he talked about it.
Here we go. Gulbis serving for the first set.
I talked about it openly in our Cracked Interviews podcast. He said, look, I think I've got one more serious push in me to try and get towards that top 100. He said, then again, it's not every day you win the Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge. So that could be the catalyst for him moving forward.
That could do it.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I mean, we remember what this did for Kudla last year. Now we're back inside the top 100, playing the best tennis of his career. I'm just saying.
That's it.
Correlation, not always causation, but just something to keep in mind there. Another big serve from him here, 2 points away from securing this first set.
2 big serves. As PK said, he's got a cannon, mate.
Again, I see you worked on your impression last night.
I did not.
It's called a cannon, mate. No, I don't do a good New Zealand. I do a good KP.
I do it with a Berks County accent.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, are you from this country?
Not too impressive. That's why.
Again, impressive. I think we've lost touch here, folks.
Yeah.
For a hot second.
I'm out of it.
It was inevitable. We'll see if we can get us to a second set, perhaps.
Get me back under control.
You're down an early break. Just kidding, my friend. You are where you always need to be, of course. Again, 40 love, triple set point here for Ernests Gulbis.
Had a good time to go for it right here.
Definitely going big.
Oh, boy.
That's why you build a 40 love lead, though, right, Hutch?
Yeah, that's why you got it. Exactly. That was a really questionable backhand. That one actually sucked.
Yeah, everyone gets one, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Of course. Meanwhile, again, another development thing we're monitoring here. Wild cards for the U.S. Open supposed to come out this morning. They've yet to do so. Keep an eye on that. Keep our eye. Can Ernests Gulbis close out this first set here? 3-2, 40-15. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, I'm looking at the balls here. Boy, do they look fuzzy and damp.
Yeah. Court is perfectly dry, but for sure you can tell these balls are feeling the moisture.
Yeah, too good.
And clean first set of tennis from Ernests Gulbis. The power tennis coming through. Don't give me that look, Ram. I didn't do it. Little eyeballs here for the commentary box, but again, that's just. I think that set has more to do with Ernests Gulbis than anything else, right? As he takes a 4-2 decision.
Yeah, Gulbis played a clean first set. Man, that one bad-looking backhand, but that's all I can complain about. He served well, returned good, got some really nice low balls when Ramanathan got up the net, and he hustled his butt off to cover those little droppers. And he's got to do that because Ram's going to do that the whole time.
No doubt about that. And again, for Ram, I don't think he served particularly well. I think the first serve percentage was a little low, and it just felt like it was sitting a little in the court.
Yeah, that wasn't his best set of tennis. We saw some better sets yesterday. And he's just going to have to step it up because also Gulbis can play better.
Yeah.
So.
No doubt about that. And again, just his ability to play on his front foot. It just feels like he doesn't give up an inch, right? Because he gets his body weight moving forward. He's such a, dare I say, sturdy presence.
Yeah. Looks like we've got some new balls coming out here for the second set.
Much needed.
Hey, Russell, can you show us those new balls? Nice.
Got the Wilson U.S. Open Series ball. I appreciate that. Good. Again, it's all about the preparation here for New York. And, of course, Ernest, Ram, Chris. I think they all got to get there tonight to get in that U.S. Open bubble.
Yeah.
It's a less formal bubble, but qualifying starting next week. They're ready to rock and roll in. So, again, all these players just try and get their practice matches in.
Nice to see Ben Zislis in the crowd, the executive director of Middle States.
Big wigs here.
Yep. Shout out to Ben.
Shout out to you, Ben. Shout out to the support we've gotten, by the way, from our friends over at the USTA Middle States. It's not just them. I know the Berks County Tennis Association as well has been super enthusiastic about this event and trying to get this community involved in the game of tennis.
Mr. Ryan Naur, the president of that organization, plus the tournament director.
Oh, of course, exactly. And some have said heir apparent to Martin Blackman. That son was you.
There goes that little drop volley again.
Gulbis is doing such a good job keeping that ball low, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't want to give Ramanathan any chance of a high volley put away. Just dipping it right at his feet. Again.
Oh, you can hear the yell. That's one he makes far more frequently than he misses.
And there's no time clock. Yeah, that's right.
Ram taking his time here a little bit.
Yep. Looks like he's enjoying himself.
No doubt about that. He's earned the right to enjoy himself.
That's right. Yeah, attacking the Gulbis return to serve on the forehand side. See if he goes after the forehand again here. Backhand.
That's pretty.
Good, yep.
Hit the spot.
Does not need to go to the overhead clinic later on today.
Well,
is that still in doubt?
I don't know. It's early.
Certainly.
He hit his spot well there, but would have loved a little more oomph. No, that was money from Ramanathan. 2 game points for him.
Good serve.
Ace for Ramanathan. Hits the out wide ball as well. Normally we've seen him go tee, but it's good serving there from Ram. Kickoff set number 2.
Very good.
Of course. Would have liked to see a little more action. And he gives us a little smirk as he heads towards the bench again. If you hear Hutch and I talking smack, first of all, if you hear Hutch talking smack, that means I've gotten the best form of Hutch. Let's be clear here. I think I finally cracked the code. You hear him interacting with players going, Ernests.
I'm breaking down.
Yeah, I hear you go, put the arm down on your forehand.
Oh,
just try it.
No, I'm not going there.
But more than anything, we appreciate them just being such great sports.
That's right.
Here with us, having fun, embracing the informal yet, again, still serious nature of this event. We're seeing some really good tennis. I don't know why you'd watch that thing happening in Ohio. We're not even going to speak its name. That other event. And we've got Ernests Gulbis here, serving. Down love 1, but up a set in our semifinal.
Yeah, backhand is money. Good serve. Real good serve. Serious pace outside. If Gulbis is serving like this continually, Ramanathan's going to have a real tough time breaking him.
No, he's in trouble.
Best hope getting into a breaker. Yeah, the dominant backhand just pushing Ramanathan back. Surprised Gulbis didn't get to the net on that. He was going in and he stopped, went back. Whew, too good. Sweet service game there by Ernests Gulbis. Sweet game. Gave me a little of the eye there. Didn't do anything.
Yeah, I think he saw me texting. He's not happy about it. Again, it's just about wild card updates.
Ooh.
Can hardly afford to blink in this fast 4 format, as we saw in that first set. 1 break of serve. And you're
Take your time. Sweet, sweet.
Yeah, and that was the best half volley we'd seen from Ramanathan here this morning. But that backhand passing shot for Gulbis.
Rock solid.
Oh,
it's a rock over there on that backhand side.
It's pretty. It's pretty.
And these guys keep on attacking it. Yeah, Gulbis moved a little to the middle, anticipating a tee serve, and he got a wide angle, a little off balance on that return. big point here in this match. Yeah, serve and volley. I think most of the big points Ram serving, you're going to see that serve and volley. Ramanathan's got some great hands.
Agreed. In case you picked up that Latvian from Ernests Gulbis, who, despite the 30-all, still a little frustrated.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's nice.
So do you think the next first serve is going to go there again?
I don't know why you'd ever serve to his backhand. I know he expects you to serve to his forehand, but just that backhand's so rock solid.
It is. He did.
Ooh.
Topspin on that.
Oh,
Just out.
yeah.
Just missed.
Just a hair. Very, very close, though. And again, he's working all the angles with that backhand now. Down the line, short angle cross court, dipper at the feet. Lob just half an inch out, though, so Ramanathan, chance to stay on top here. 40-30 now in his service game.
They're both talking out here.
It's good.
Gonna sail wide. Wow.
All right. Ramanathan stays in front here in set number 2. 2-1 here now, and with that in mind, if we can, super producer Daniel Westoff, let's go now to the Ramkumar Ramanathan graphic. We've talked about this a little bit already this week, but in case you didn't know, Ramanathan 203 right now in the ATP rankings, 357 in the race to the year-end finals. I think that's very indicative of just, again, how difficult it's been to find playing opportunities for him. In particular, with that in-between ranking, do I go challengers? Do I try ATP qualies? I think that's very much a reflection of that fact. Of course, the advanced metrics like him a little bit more than that. 184 in overall ELO, 180 on hard courts. You look at just his 2021 results. They have him as the 130th best player over at Tennis Abstract. I think what's been so interesting for me getting to finally see him in person, the top speed is so obvious, right? When he hits the big serve, follows it up with the serve and volleys, the hands are clearly there, but it's also his feel, his craft, his ability to go 6 feet behind the baseline if needed, grind that ball out, and yet still find opportunities to move forward. Just a really well-rounded player.
Yeah, he's an all-court player. He's got a little bit of everything. I think he's more comfortable up the net than anything else.
Yeah.
That's just some sweet hands. You look at those little drop volleys, drop half volleys.
Of course.
He's got every single thing you'd want up there at the net. His repertoire up there is awesome. I'm not sure that he can outpace the big boys with miles per hour and things like that, but he can probably outthink them.
Mm-hmm. No doubt about that.
He plays a little rope-a-dope here, I think.
Yeah.
He's just pushing those balls back low and slow right around the middle of the court.
I think that's my favorite part of his game is just, again, how uncomfortable he makes everyone else.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, take care of that.
Nothing you can do there.
No. That's right.
Agreed, my friend.
He had a chance to serve and volley and come in and just kind of took a step back, and now he's dumped a couple shots mid-court here in this service game.
Ramanathan telling himself it's a mini chance here, 15-30. Again, an opening, certainly, and this is very similar to the dynamic we saw unfold in set number 1. It was one break of serve separating these two players. That's 2 aces down the tee.
Takes care of that.
That's nice. It does again. You hit that serve once, you're renting it. You hit it twice back to back. You probably own it.
Ooh, must have just hit the baseline.
Oh, tricky.
Sweet.
Super good
Sweet
touch.
cover.
Longest and best point of the match. There it goes the way of Ernests. Gulbis 40-30 now in his service game. And again, that's not the point you typically see Gulbis play, right? Speaks to, I honestly think, again, how much he wants to stick around here, get another practice match in before New York.
Yeah, he's moving his butt up to the net quite a bit, and he's being forced to by Ramanathan. That's about the 3rd or 4th drop, maybe 5th drop in this match. Game point here for Gulbis. Get things back at 2-all, second set. He won the first at 4-2. Big serve, nice return.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And he had to get up for that. That was a little nothing ball that just sat there and almost died.
That's good.
Gulbis is getting up there quicker than I thought he might.
Just a good service game. Again, if you're Ram, take a little confidence. You had, as he put it, a mini opportunity there. But Ernest stepped up his game, and in particular, some very nice ad side serving. So again, 2-all here in our Fast 4 semifinal format. Sets played to 4. Tiebreaker 3-all, normal tiebreaker. Going to be a 3rd set, full 10-point tiebreaker in case you're just joining us. This is semifinal 1. Mukund Sasakumar going to take on our Mrs. Emke Cookies Player of the Day on day 2, Roy Smith. It was close.
Yep.
We saw yesterday, Ernest turned to the chair to make a call. The chair says, I thought it was out. Caused a little bit of controversy.
Okay. Nice by Gulbis.
I think the chair saw it a little wide as well.
Yep.
Ron did not agree. Ernest says, you know what?
Thank you. I said thank you. I'll be the judge. I said thank you.
Oh, boy. A little back and forth.
Oh, that's nice.
That's even nice.
You know what? You hit it twice. You don't need to come to the overhead camp, Ron. You've owned that shot.
That's pretty nice.
He needs to come to the bouncing overhead camp. It's a very nuanced camp. Only 4 people allowed. But I like that little chippiness. Ernest telling Rom, don't worry, I got the call. I'll call it next time.
Too good.
That's a nice service game. And again,
Great service game.
with energy here. Or
Couple aces. Ramanathan's best service game so far this match.
absolutely, a little smirk towards us as well. He feels that high court energy. We'll see if there's a little exchange here.
Yeah.
I mean, Rom's the kindest, most deferential guy. He'll probably just give him a little apology.
Not much said.
It looked like Rom put a little hand up. So I saw a little head nod from Gulbis as if to say, don't worry about it. Happens. But still, 3-2 here on serve in our second set. It was Ernests Gulbis earning the one break we've seen thus far, taking a 4-2 first set decision. Alex Gruskin, joined by king of all things, Pennsylvania tennis, Pennsylvania politics, Pennsylvania. I don't know what else there is in Hershey Park. I suppose the proprietor of Hershey Park.
Oh, God.
There it is. The original Hershey Kiss, Don Hutch Hutchinson.
That was new.
Thank you. Yeah. Changing it up.
Very creative.
Thank you. I do what I can, but of course, we look here, Hutch, so many people we have to thank, help make this possible. Our friends over at Lotto Elite. Of course, the Emke family here at beautiful Emke Tennis Stadium. I was talking with Mom and Dad earlier, aka Mr. and Mrs. Emke. They say this really is to them just such a treat. This is why they built the court, for an opportunity like this.
There you go. Ooh, too good. Wow. I missed one of those the other day. Remember that one?
They had the little bounce overhead. I think he's learned. He learned his lesson on that one from the doubles. Little eyebrow raise. I think he agrees. I saw a smirk there.
That's right.
He's been super, super nice to me. I think it helps when on the first day you say, hey, my brother and his roommates in college watched all of your matches. And he goes, okay, I have fans. Nice. And I was like, yeah, I know things. Too many. Oh, oof, man.
That was big.
Biggest serve of the day there from Ernests Gulbis. A little juice behind that one. There's a wit about him.
Certainly dry humor.
Yeah, very fast. Very, very fast.
He's quick.
That's Alex Gruskin. Nice to meet you, Ernest.
Just missed.
Yeah, I think Ernest agrees. I think he gets right into his motion here.
Yeah, that's a big, heavy serve. Second serve was huge. Bunch of game points here to get it to a breaker. First one to 7-2. Yeah, that was just too good.
So we go to a breaker here. Feels like this will not be the first time we say those words on the day, Hutch.
You're right.
Tiebreaker to decide set number 2. And these breakers up to 7 win by 2.
Wow.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wow.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's the way Gulbis wanted to start this one off. Now he's got a couple serves.
Thank you.
Checking the balls for a good serving ball. Juggling the balls. Don't know I've ever seen anyone do that before.
No, that's money.
Oh, wow.
I call that the old man grunt.
Yeah.
When you exude so much energy. I mean, I do it all the time too. It's just, honestly, I think Andy Murray made that hip. Anytime hip, that was not a pun, by the way. Andy Murray made that hip because obviously he's got the fake hips now. Unlike Shakira, his hips do lie. But the point being, there it is. You look at
Wow.
whenever he changes directions, Andy Murray lets out an and like I was going to do it out loud, but I can't. I want Gulbis to hear him and be like, "What is going on back there?" But
True.
I think he made that fashionable.
Too good. That's just too good.
Out wide, I'm going to say tentative 115 there. That's just
that was big.
It's a really nice serve.
Yeah, Ramanathan didn't even move. It was just too good.
Hits his spots so well. Has Gulbis all day long now. 3-2 on serve here. Set number 2, 2021 Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge. Alex Gruskin, my main man. The original Hershey Kiss, Don Hutchinson. I think we're going to stick with that. That's the one.
Oh, man.
I found it.
A little deep. I think Gulbis just looking to get one of these next 2 points. Set himself up.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, Ramanathan was
Yeah.
lucky it was a net.
No, he turned to the chair and said, thank you.
Yes.
No doubt about that.
Yeah.
A big second here. We've seen Ram go big on the second. Let's see what he chooses to do.
Oh. Wow.
Gulbis has just been dipping return after return at the feet
Yep.
of Ramanathan.
And all Ramanathan can do is really go for those angle little half volleys, chip droppers. You can't do much with the ball down that low.
No doubt about that.
Gulbis up 4-love here. And that serve didn't have much of anything on it. It was kind of a dejective looking serve. That was a little bit better, but a little deep. 5-0. Wow.
That hurts.
Yeah, and you could kind of see on that first serve, Ramanathan kind of lost his bravado. There wasn't anything on it.
Oh, love that. We better get our first warning of the day. Sharon Perry thought about it. I could see him in it. I saw the brain ticking. He's like, hey.
Yeah.
I don't think there are ball abuse warnings here.
It was exhibition.
Exactly.
5-love serving.
Yeah.
6.
All over the serve today.
Wow.
Has Gulbis out wide, down the line, T. It's really nice serving.
Yeah, great serving.
He's like, just wait till I try.
He's looking at me.
He's had a look this week. Again, tennis aesthetics is my thing. I've never seen the compression shorts beneath the shorts look as emphasized as it has been this week. Him. Who else was doing it? KP. I think Eubanks was doing it. They're all doing it.
Yeah, and you've got Smith just going with the short shorts.
Yeah,
Your favorites.
I'm pretty sure he's just wearing compression shorts, and it's not even like nothing over it.
Nothing.
Well, you've got those legs again. We won't get into delegating who's got the best legs here. Don't worry, I'll save that for the podcast.
Oh, jeez.
So Westhoff can censor me. But no, again, 6-love here. I don't know what the word is. Hen, tupo, whatever. 6 match points.
A bunch of them.
For Ernest Gulbis.
That was huge.
He goes for the saber, but in the end, Ernest Gulbis, 4-2, 4-3. He advances to our Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge semifinals. Of course, this is a potential U.S. Open qualifying match. As Ram goes straight from here to New York for Ernest, he's going to have one more fight on his hands here today. He'll face the winner of our second semifinal between Mukund Sasikumar and Roy Smith. That match coming up, we'll say, in about 5 to 10 minutes. Hutch, any final thoughts on our first semifinal?
No, I thought Gulbis played a really solid match. I mean, he got up to the net when Ramanathan was going to drop him. I think he knew that was going to happen, and he served magnificently.
Absolutely.
Best serving we've seen in the last couple of days for him.
It's just a focus to Gulbis here. It's gotten better and better over the course of the event. And again, potential hitting partners. Looked like a little trap there. Looked like they enjoyed that session. Certainly for Ernest Gulbis, he earns a victory one step closer to the biggest title of his career. This Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge. But again, who will he face in the finals? We'll find out the answer, there it is, to that question in just a little bit. But for now, for the ultimate Hershey Kiss, for super producer Daniel Westhoff, I'm Alex Gruskin. You are watching the 2021 Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge.